Hey everyone, Trevor Navarre with Razor, and today we're going to be replacing the rear inner tube on the Razor MX125. This is a moderately difficult process. It should take you approximately 30 minutes from start to finish. You'll need the following tools: a Phillips screwdriver, 2 8mm wrenches, 2 15mm wrenches, 2 plastic tire levers. It's very important that we use plastic so we don't damage the rim, and a tire pump. Ours is electric, but you can use a manual one if that's all you have. This process can be completed in 4 easy steps. Step number 1, removing the rear wheel. Step 2, remove the inner tube. Step 3, install your new inner tube. And step 4, reinstall the rear wheel. Now, as with working on any electric product, make sure to always turn it off before you begin. Let's get started on step number 1, removing the rear wheel. We're gonna go ahead and flip the bike over to make it a little easier to work on. Let's start by removing our chain guard. There are 6 screws securing the chain guard. There are 5 screws on the face and 1 screw on the back. Using our Phillips screwdriver, let's go ahead and remove those. With all of our screws removed, let's go ahead and remove the chain guard. For the top side, simply lift straight up, and for the other side, rotate from the bottom and pull straight out. With the chain guard removed, let's go ahead and set it somewhere safe. Let's go ahead and remove our chain. Lift up on the chain tensioner while pulling our chain over the sprocket guard and spinning. This should free up the chain nice and easy. There's a bolt securing our brake to the frame. Using our 2 8mm wrenches, let's go ahead and remove it. Hold the nut from the backside with one wrench while we loosen with the other from the front. Remove the bolt with the nut and set them aside somewhere safe. Next, let's remove the axle nuts securing our rear wheel. Using our 15mm wrenches, let's go ahead and loosen them up. Let's remove the axle nut, followed by the washer. And on the other side, let's remove our axle nut, followed by the washer as well. Make sure to always set the hardware aside somewhere safe. To remove the rear wheel, let's go ahead and lift straight up out of the frame, sliding our brake off the axle. And on the other side, our chain guard bracket. With our wheel removed, that completes step number 1, removing the rear wheel. Now on to step 2, removing the inner tube. First, let's take off our dust cap and set it somewhere safe. Using our Phillips screwdriver, let's go ahead and drain the air out of the tire. Go ahead and push the pin in the center of the valve stem. Our tire levers, let's go ahead and start removing the tire from the rim. We're always going to want to start on the opposite side of the valve stem, taking our tire lever, making room in between the rim so we could pry the tire over the lip. Creating a nice gap with our first tire lever, let's go ahead and come in with our second one so we can bring the edge around the rim. Simply place it and pry over, working your way inch by inch around the tire. Once you have the tire about halfway off the rim, we could take our lever and pull the remainder right off, running it around the edge of the tire. Now let's do the same process for the back side of the tire. Let's place our lever under the tire while prying with our opposite hand over the rim. Once we have a nice gap created with our first tire lever, let's go ahead and take our second one and run it along the edge. Once we have a big enough gap created between our tire and rim, let's go ahead and run our tire lever all the way around. Once we have our tire halfway off the rim, we can go ahead and pull apart by hand. To remove the tube from the tire, go ahead and reach in and pull straight out. With the tube removed, that completes step number 2, removing the rear inner tube. Now on to step number 3, installing our new inner tube. Let's take our new tube and start by removing our dust cap. Make sure to set it somewhere safe as we'll need it again soon. Let's take our pump and add some air into the inner tube so it holds some shape while we reinstall it. That looks about perfect. Only a little bit of air is required. Take your inner tube and place it into the tire. Make sure the tube is fully seated around the tire. Make sure the tube is fully in the tire before reinstalling on the rim. To place our tire back on the rim, we're going to go ahead and start by putting our valve stem in the hole on the rim. Go ahead and slide it straight through, making sure there's no pinch or pressure. Now using our tire levers, let's go ahead and pry the tire back over the rim. Now when installing our tire, we're going to want to start at the valve stem this time, working our way around. we have our first side of the tire on, let's go ahead and repeat the process for the back side. Taking our tool in between the rim and running alongside. If you find the tire to be tighter in some areas, it's okay to use both tools. With our tire back on the rim, we can go ahead and inflate to 35 psi. Tire is inflated, now let's go ahead and reinstall our dust cap. And that completes step number 3, installing our new inner tube. Now on to step number 4, reinstalling our rear wheel. Let's start by sliding our chain guard bracket onto the sprocket side of the wheel. And let's go ahead and slide our brake onto the other side of the wheel. Once we have those two in place, we're gonna slide our rear wheel back into the frame. Let's go ahead and put our washer, followed by our axle nut back on hand tight. To remount the brakes, let's take our bolt and slide it through the frame, followed by the brake, followed by the silver bracket. Once we have the bolt in place, let's go ahead and reinstall the nut on the back. Using our 8mm wrenches, let's go ahead and tighten it down. Use one wrench to secure from the back while using the other wrench to tighten from the front. Now that we have our brake secured, let's go ahead and reinstall the chain. Simply lift up on the chain tensioner, placing our chain on the top of the sprocket, spinning down, and the chain should go on. Next, let's reinstall our chain guard. Taking our smaller side and placing it right here on the top, making sure our holes are lined up with our brackets. Now let's take the bigger part of our chain guard and start at the motor. Place the end over the motor and close the chain guard. Using our Phillips screwdriver, let's go ahead and reinstall the 6 screws, securing our chain guard. With our 6 screws reinstalled, let's go ahead and take our 15mm wrenches and tighten down the rear axle nuts. With the axle nuts secured, let's go ahead and flip the bike back over. Now that concludes step number 4 in the process of changing the rear inner tube on our RZR MX125. I hope you found this video helpful and informative. If you have any other questions, contact customer support at RZR.com. As always, I'm Trevor Navarre with RZR, and thanks for watching.